Hey party people, it's your girl Lady Docious. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a story about my son's journey, and I want to point out that I am not a physician, so do not do what we do because it may not work for you, okay? So I think I shared previously that we had traveled out to Jamaica for a vacation for about a week and a half, and typically when I travel, when I come back, I normally get swimmer's ear. This time I didn't get it. My little man's got it. So took him to the doctor. They prescribed the medication. So I was trying to explain to him that he needed to take the antibiotics because he was going to have an ear infection, and ear infections can do all that stuff inside, cause all that pain. So all the pain he was feeling, it could get worse if he didn't take it. So in my house, we are drug-free. We don't take drugs unless it's an absolute necessity. So he's there, he's crying, he's arguing with the doctor, and he's like, so you got me taking drugs now? I was like, no, you're not taking drugs. You're taking an antibiotic. So he said, which is a drug. The doctor chimes in and goes, no, it's medicine. And he was like, which is a drug. And I'm not taking nobody's drugs. So I'm trying to explain to him why he needs to take it. She asked me if she should put this prescription in, and I'm like, yes, please. So he was like, I don't know what happened. We went on vacation. We come back. Now you trying to kill me. Not trying to kill you, but it's an antibiotic. It's not like, Tylenol or Motrin or whatever. Like, just take it. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't think it was going to help you. Long story short, we're leaving. We're arguing. People looking at us like we're crazy because he is bawling people. So I asked him if he wants to go with me to the pharmacy, if he wants to go back home. He's like, no, take me home to my father. Let's say less. Bring him home. His father's all confused because he's like, what the hell is going on? Because I didn't even know y'all was leaving. So I was like, let your son explain it. I'm out. So I go pick up the prescription. I come back. I walk in the house. His father's like, so you got him taking drugs? It's an antibiotic to fight the infection that he has in his ear, people. Once he starts healing, we can stop. Because that's if I take an antibiotic, that's my protocol. Once I start feeling better, I stop. Again, don't do what we do. Do what works for you. Because I don't want nobody saying, Doshi said nothing. Anyway, we give him the antibiotic. His body immediately rejects it. So now they looking at me sideways. And he's like, I'm not taking nobody's drugs. These things are going to kill me. I'm going to get sicker now. And not from this, from something else. My organs are going to shut down. Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I'm not arguing with you because I am not a dictator in my house. My son gets to make decisions. I give him the pros and the cons, and then he has to decide from there what he wants to do. You got to deal with the ramifications of your decisions. I'm still your mother. I'm still going to love you, but your actions, your decision, you stand by it. You end up in the hospital, whatever, you and your father's going. I'm not going. He asked his father to mix up his little Jamaican concoctions, which his father normally gives him when he's sick. So his father makes up some shit and gives it to him. People. My son was good. He was healed. Right? Infection gone. Doctors are like, oh, the antibiotics are working. No, we didn't take your little antibiotics. So y'all didn't think I was lying. Because we're going on another vacation. I have to clear out the fridge. So these are his antibiotics. I cleared out everything that was in there. This was filled on July 3rd, 2022. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I tried to block out everything that identifies him. But y'all, he ain't take it. Look. Didn't take it. Still full. 2 bottles. Still full. Cured himself. So in the words of my father, GB, if the mind can perceive it, the body can achieve it. So that is something I have instilled in him since birth, because that is something I truly believe in. And yeah, point being, next time this little dude gets sick with any type of infection or whatever, I'm not going to be able to have him or convince him to take some fucking antibiotics. Anyway, that's one story. I'll share the rest of his journey with y'all, but I had to share that because, yeah. So being in the pharmaceutical industry does not always help because he hears all the conversations, he hears all the meetings, he hears all the pros and cons about drugs and what goes into it, blah, blah, blah. And so this is what happens. You have someone a little human who is 10 years old, who can advocate for himself. So I always tell people, conversations you have with your child, not the same that I have with mine. Not at all. Anyway, that's our story. Long story short, your girl, Lady Docious, signing out. Deuces.